Welcome back, everyone, for the Minecraft Parkour Challenge for June of 2019, where I heard a bunch of zombies out here just before the end of all throughout the last episode. I don't hear them right now. Let's make sure there are no creepers infesting the area, because that's my usual way of dying in these dark terrain type areas, is a creeper coming up next to you and going, hello, 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 boom. And no, I don't see any of those in the area. So I don't know where that zombie was. Maybe it was stuck underground or something like that. And I was just getting overly worried. But when it comes to creepers, there's no such thing as being too worried, as I say. Well, there is a spider there. Can I survive against a spider? Who knows? Maybe I can get some string. Actually, this might be a good job for an axe, because if I could one-shot it, it would be great. Oops. I didn't one-shot it. Alright, well. Okay, that gave me something. Let's see how much string I only got one string out of it. But I might be able to combine it with another piece of string later on and help with that. Now, is there anything that I need to do on the outside before I go further on in here? Let's see what I have here. I've used up very little food. I do have 2 apples. So I could use the first one now. Or not. Let's see. I've got enough for 5 mushroom stew. I'm going to be needing more wood. Actually, how about if I actually don the shield? Yeah. And I will need some more iron before I do it. So I'm off the island, so I'm allowed to chop down dark oak trees if I wish. And I'm right at the edge of a plains here, so I have other options also. That's good to know. And a couple of options here for dyes. Being on the edge of 2 terrain areas is always a nice option. A number of flowers, just in case I want to color anything. Good. Now, all right, so there is, I thought I saw a brown mushroom, and that's right over here. Ooh, 2 of them? That's good. Yeah, so I should have plenty of food there. So food is not going to be a problem in this challenge, I think. The only problem is going to be making sure creepers don't creep up. Now, I will take the one that's down here. The high one would be a little bit tougher on there, and well, I was desperate during the first episode and left a bit of a UFO mushroom up there. I don't have that excuse right now, so I'm not going to do it again here. Let's see, we've got 23 brown mushrooms. All right, that's plenty of brown mushrooms. That means absolutely no problem with brown mushrooms right now. Then I'll just take down another red one, and that should give me all the food I need throughout the entire challenge. Just make some bowls, have some mushrooms there, and that'll be plenty. Yeah, no problem whatsoever for food. It's other things that will be the defining factor of this particular challenge. Now, there you go. And there you go. So we have 27 and 23. A reasonable number of both. And now I'm lost. Yay! Or maybe not yay. Okay. So no. Well, only I can become completely lost in a situation like this. Right? Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm not completely lost because I remember going by there earlier, right? Yeah, here's my home. Good, nice, and welcome. Anything else I can find? This obviously is turned into my exploration if, so there are some cattle there. Not that I could do anything with them because this is the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge and we are not allowed to kill passive mobs. And no matter what definition of passive mobs you are using for the MHC, most definitely killing cattle is the ultimate in absolutely positively not allowed. All right, let's see. There you go. I think we've got... I don't see anything really damaged around here from when I was doing my digging earlier, all right? That's good to know. But one of the things I want to do actually is... Oh, hold on. I want to disguise this entrance to make it look like... Even though, yes, I'm a dwarven type entrance and all that stuff. Maybe instead of stone for here, for the very front here, dark oak logs. Now I only have 13 of those, but we've got plenty of dark oak that's off the island that is allowed to be chopped down. So let's take advantage of that. At least for those who are worried about there not being able to chop down dark oak trees, don't worry, it will not be a problem. None whatsoever. Now, your axe breaking on occasion, of course, will be a problem. I have to do something about that. Oh, that's right, I still have my crafting table with me. Okay, fine. No problem. Just make another. Assuming, of course, I can get some sticks here. And here we go. Oh, I've got so much cobble here, I think I'm going to have to get that, work on that chest as quickly as possible. All right. Problem about dark oak forests is that, well, they are, not only is the oak dark, but so is the forest itself. And you don't want to be near a creeper when it blows up, because they are... Just before I say there are worse mobs in the game, I just want to make sure that there wasn't a worse one. I really can't think of anything worse. I mean, I will even say that they're worse than gas, and I have a pretty thorough hatred of gas. All right, now it's very definitely getting dark outside, so I'll have to go inside and do that. I'll have to convert that later. And oh yeah, I guess that's why they do it that way. Yeah. All right, I think I finally figured out why people like putting the doors in this way. At least in zombie-prone areas. Actually, that doesn't help in any way. Well, I'll decide on that in the morning. For the time being, I'll just stick that down there and worry about that later, just in case any zombies decide that that's a good place to bash. For now, let's see about our workshop. We want to have, obviously need that. See, for a blast furnace, you're going to need iron in order to make a blast furnace, and I don't have any iron yet. So we're about that. Let's put a paracoal into there and just start churning away over there. All sorts of tricks you can do in order to make this thing go as quickly, as efficiently as possible. And all the ones I can think of involve iron in some way or another. Now let's see, we want to go. All right, we can put some charcoal into there, and do you want to smelt up in there yet? Yeah, we'll just get that. See how quickly we can get all of that done. Now, we've got this all nice. All right, so we'll have this as furnaces and workbench. I have to think of other stuff that I might want to do with that. That could be general mining. This is going to become our living quarters. Now, we are at 485 right here, and I think that I said in that direction we can go up to 490. Though I'm sure just as on the other side, we're going to have to stop a little bit early due to things like that. Yeah. But at least that wasn't all that much of a surprise to me. I just have to make sure that we don't have too much that is exposed as a result of this, because I certainly don't want nasty mobs coming out and ruining our day in there. Oh, I found some coal. All right. Yeah. Oh, I was mining that with a... What was I doing? What was I mining that with? Absolutely no idea. Oh, probably the last of the stone pick. Okay. I will. I guess that would be a possibility without not worrying about that. And then this way, we could have something like a little kitchen, a little living area, all that stuff. Decorated with dark oak, of course. Now, who knows what they were actually intending when what he was intending when he put out the challenge. He said, okay, be careful how you word the challenge, or they may take you a little bit too literally in it. All right, there you go. All right, that answers the question on how tall that's going to be before you hit too far onto the outside. All right, good. Ah, some marble. We'll have to think on what to do with that later. Now, I do want to mine this diorite here. Now, the stuff that's not exposed, of course, could very easily be replaced with cobble here without any trouble. Good. And then the stuff that is exposed, I will place a smooth stone. Good. And that's what I'll do there. And I could use the diorite for flooring. All fits together now. Good. And we've got, now we could use this charcoal for into there. And oh, we're about to hit 24 there, which is nice and perfect. So I can transfer that to the other one. Yeah, there is definitely something living down in the basement, I'm saying. That would be my best guess on that matter. So let's return here to the... Oh yes, I'm also going to be needing a storage area. Of course. You can't forget the storage area. Storage is going to be very important. So that's what I'll do as soon as I finish this floor here. Now, of course, I can... Oh, see, diorite. One can, of course, save a bit by doing that. Make your diorite go a little bit further. So I obviously needed a bit more. And toss that into stone. Good. That's all I need for there. And I'm going to be needing a great deal of coal here in the end, it looks like. A great deal. Right, that's charcoal. That's 12. Good. Now, yes, I was talking about storage earlier. So let's get some of that. Actually, probably best not to do that. We've got more dark oak than we have oak. Our first chest. No. Should have thought about that before I did that because... Oh, that's a log. Because, of course, chests, they're not exactly the most beautiful block in the game. So let's try this instead. And have a barrel. Now I've seen something that's going to be more appropriate looking. That'll look better in here. So this could be our storage area. Good. And I won't have to worry about villagers changing their, turning into fisher folk as a result of me putting up a barrel somewhere, which is a problem I have sometimes in a village-based world, since I don't have any villagers to worry about here. All right, let's see. Let's toss anything in here that I don't need. Wait, this particular building project has taken on a couple of turns since I first saw the island, because originally I was thinking it was going to be, let's create this massive above ground project where I actually literally put a roof over the entire island, including the going high above the dark oaks. But I said, there is absolutely no way in the world I am doing that this month. I'm going to need a lot more diorite at some point, that's for sure. Now, as for the smooth stone, we can also get that up here. Oh yeah, I'm going to be getting more diorite here. Taking this off and replacing it with smooth stone is... Yeah. Actually, I'll go down there slightly so I can get all of this diorite. As much diorite as possible. Inside here is this dog screaming. Yeah, I know. Some people don't like diorite. I like the look of smooth diorite. So I do like to use that a bit in building. And yes, I know some people don't like it, but, well, They can build without it then. Because I am going to be using it. And there you go. And I did think it works well with stairs. Now that's probably because stairways and flooring is where I've in the real world usually have seen diorite or diorite analogs being used. So sort of get used to a style once you see it around a bit. There you go. Oh, and we can't miss that one, especially since it is visible and definitely going to be needing to be removed anyway. And then there, we got a little bit more there, especially. Okay, we can put that there. Good. That means getting more of the stuff. Oh my goodness gracious, we have run way over time. That's the end of today's episode. We return next time. I'll figure out something to do when we return to the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge for June of 2019.